Hi guys, Georgette here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming in with a bit of a fabric haul and some patterns that I thought might go really well with those fabrics. Now, if you don't know, Walmart has started carrying pre-pack fabrics, and they range from 2 yards for $2 up to 5 yards for $5, which is what this is. However, last Friday when I went in, these happened to be clearanced 5 yards for $3. So I went ahead and I picked up a few bolts of fabric because at that price it's what, 60 cents a yard or something like that. Anyway, all of the fabrics that I picked, which are mostly knits and I think 2 or 3 wovens, they all have the exact same content and care instructions. They're all 100% polyester, and they're all machine wash cold with light colors, do not bleach, tumble dry low, and remove promptly. Those are the care instructions. All right, oops. So now let's get into it. Okay, first up I have this gorgeous coral and white stripe jersey knit. I just love this colorway. It seems so fresh and so fun to me. So I'm thinking that I might want to make this McCalls pattern M7125, and I'm loving versions A and versions B. This pattern though is specifically made for a woven fabric, and this is a knit, so I will have to do a couple of adjustments just to make sure I get that fit right. It should be fairly simple though, because it's such a drapey pattern that I think this knit will work really well. And this knit is not it's not slinky like an ITY. It's got a little bit of some structure to it. So that one is the first up. Next up, I bought this really nice gray knit, and it's kind of got this waffle texture to it. It reminds me a lot of what you would make long johns out of. I actually bought this fabric in 3 colorways. So I bought the gray, and then I got it in the cream, and then also I went ahead and I bought it in the black. Now these are fabrics that are going to get me through, hopefully they will get me through the winter months. I get cold pretty easily, so having a lot of warm clothes really benefits me. So what I'm thinking about doing is going back and doing this pant pattern again. It's Butterick B6388. I was so pleased with how they came out the first time that I think I'm just going to stock up on them. Now my only real concern with that is these are a little bit thin. You can kind of see through that. You can see my fingers right there. So I don't know if I'm gonna line them or just wear them to bed as pajamas. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just wear them to bed as pajamas. But yeah, B6388. Got a couple more pants I want to make. Next up, I bought this piece of knit that it's thicker than a jersey. I'm not sure what kind of fabric it is. It's almost like a very thin sweatshirt fleece. So you can see the outside is a taupe. It's not really picking up, but it's a taupe-ish color with a diamond pattern. And the inside is just the opposite. It's got this white background with a diamond pattern that's in the taupe. So it's really soft, but it is a little thick. And because of that, I'm going to go back to Butterick B6388, and I'm going to work on this dress, the version D. This fabric is a little bit drapey. Even though it's a bit thicker, it is kind of soft. So I'm hoping that that's not going to be an impractical choice for this dress, but you know what? It was 60 cents a yard. I'll test the pattern and we'll see what happens. All right, then I have this. It's more fuchsia. It's coming out a little bit more purple on screen, but it's more fuchsia, and it looks like fuchsia and navy stripe. Now this is a really drapey weight and it's slightly sheer, so I thought this would make an awesome cardigan. And I'm thinking about using this stretch and sew, so you guys can see that. This is an old stretch and sew pattern. And as you can see, it's got 14 wardrobe pieces on here, but the cardigan I'm looking at using is this one right here. I'm actually thinking about lengthening that down to the knee to make it a knee length cardigan. I thought this would be really nice for that type of style. Also, I am looking at this Butterick B5213, the little bolero jacket. Now again, this is a woven pattern. It's made for woven fabric, so I will have to do a little bit of adjusting. But I just love these little shrugs. They're just so handy to have in my closet, and I wear them all the time. So I'm thinking that this would make a really cute little shrug. And I also purchased this chocolate brown rib knit. And what I'm thinking is that I'm going to use the exact same patterns on this fabric as I am for the fuchsia and navy stripe. So a little shrug and a long cardigan. So those are those two fabrics. Next up, I've got this really lightweight steel gray fabric. It does look like it's a twill weave, and it's pretty lightweight. It's something that it's a little bit heavier than lining. You'd probably consider it as a heavyweight lining, but it is really drapey, really lightweight. And for this fabric, I'm going to try out Burda Style 6969, the shirt version, the little tank. I think this weight would go really, really well with the drapiness of this shirt. So, yeah, there you go. I'm going to test that out. Now, because this fabric is so drapey and lightweight, inevitably it's going to end up as some pocketing for one of the projects that I'm making, which is nice because I like to be able to use up my scraps. Alright guys, just two more to go. So this jersey knit is pretty lightweight, and it's a heather gray and neon pinkish orange stripe. The camera's not even really picking up how vibrant and neon this stripe is, but yeah, it's a bit jarring. So I would love to make some t-shirts out of this. I think that would be so fun to wear. And I should have enough after I make this vintage McCalls 4250 maxi dress pattern. Now, you guys know I've had this pattern for a while, and I have been itching to make it, but I have not been able to find the right type of fabric. And even though this is a bit thin, on the thin side, I'm thinking it may do really well as a muslin for this dress until I can find, the proper fabric for it. But I am just kind of itching to make it, so yeah, I think I'm going to make up a muslin in this fabric just to see what it looks like on. And then the rest of the fabric, because this is going to be less than 2 yards, this should be 1 3/4 yards. And I've got 5 here. So for the rest of it, it's going to be some t-shirts, long sleeve and short sleeve, and whatever else I can kind of get out of that. Okay, this is the last piece. It is a beige stripe fabric, and if you can see, it's got some pink and burgundy stripes running up and down. It also has this herringbone texture on it. Now, this is the only fabric that I bought that I did not have a plan for, and I still don't have a plan for it after looking through all of my patterns. So this might have to go into my stash until I can find something that fits it. The problem is that it's a little too heavyweight for a nice dress and a little too light for a bottom weight. So it's not very drapey. It has a bit of a stiff hand. So I just don't know what I want to do with it. Now, when I saw the sale, I intentionally only purchased the fabrics that I knew that I had a plan for. I knew that I wanted certain patterns to go with certain fabrics, and I did not want to fall into the trap of just buying fabrics simply because it was only 60 cents a yard. But this one I have been eyeing since they came out with the fabric, and I'm going to make something out of it. It's probably going to be a dress along the way. I just don't have a pattern for it, so I'm not going to feel too bad about it that I purchased it without a plan. I will consider this my splurge. Alright, so let me go ahead and give you guys the numbers. I bought 50 yards of fabric, and I paid $32.10 for the entire lot. So that made it about 64 cents a pattern. It made it 64 cents a yard. And as you can see, I have all of my plans here, so hopefully I'll be able to get to this fairly soon, especially this one right here. Okay guys, that is it. That's it for my fabric haul today. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more from the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!